It's called Click and Conquer, and I'm really good at the first one. We currently have $0, making $0 per second, so we cannot afford anything. Except conquering, that's free, obviously. Peaceful Prairie. We'll see what we can do about that. Alright, we got an option. We got 4 bombs to drop. We're dropping bombs on a peaceful prairie. I think I killed someone. Let's see if we can find another one. Dropping 4 down. Well, we got 1 of 4. Apparently we're some kind of mercenary because we were paid $100 to kill that person. And that means I can buy a conscript, and now we're making $10 per second. I win. I can just leave and come back next year. But we're not done there. We're going to drop a bomb there, 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 there. It's kind of like Battleship, except for murdering people. You murdered my friend. Play again. I want to get 4 for 4. Okay, I got that guy. Actually, 4 out of 4 would be really long odds. But I've got time, and we can do this fairly quickly. There, 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 there. There? Yeah, I did get 1 again. Should probably focus on some more resources. We're going to buy a few more of these just to up our money per second. We're now making $50 per second. We can get +1 bomb for $250 and $500 for the next one. So there. Now I'm feeling confident to conquer the peaceful prairie. 6 bombs. Oh, we went 2 for 2 in the start. Where are they hiding? Apparently we've leveled up a map. Okay, Peaceful Prairie leveled up plus 5% per second. Does that add? Yeah, okay, so that added 5% per second to my base. This for $1,000 reveals nearby tiles on hit. Yes. I'm also going to buy a few more of these guys because that's an extra 10 per second plus the 5%. We're not done Peaceful Prairie? Yeah, now we're finding the idiots. 3 for 3. We got 3 bombs left, so there. We got him. Okay. Oh, we got them all. I thought there was one more. Great. We eradicated Peaceful Planet. But I'm not finished with these people yet. We got 2 more experience to get here. Okay, so we got that guy. We got both of those guys. Okay, good. Everyone's dead. Everyone's a winner. Extra 5% per second. That's all I wanted. Back to research. For $4,000, we can unlock No Man's Land. Plus 3 max papers. For $1,000, we get a 3% chance to spawn whatever that is. So I feel like we should do that twice. If it's going to be rare, let's start rolling those dice right now. Used to buy upgrades in the prestige tree. Well, that's fine. We're going to need that eventually, probably. Also more money per second. We're up to 99 per second. No Man's Land, prepare to eat bombs. We're going to do this somewhat strategically. How many do I have? We got 2 of those guys. 2, whatever those are. Like medical things. I'm not sure what I just bombed. Only 2 bombs left. Uh-oh, that doesn't bode well. Oh, it was up there for a tank. But we earned our first intel, so we'll do it again. I feel like the fact that we had 2 of them on the last round was really, really good odds. Drop it on the tank. That might take a few hits. Luckily, I've got oodles of time for this. Okay, we're going to try and destroy the tank this time. 2 hits did it. We made $400. Let's max out our money per second. And I wanted to see if we maxed that out, if it branched out to new stuff. It didn't. Increase blast area by 2 cells. Yes. 3% chance to spawn one of those. Yeah, let's get that going up. I feel like we're going to need a lot of those. This does plus 20 per second, so we're up to 132. Now if we do it again, 154. I want to go back to the Peaceful Prairie because I just think it's really fun to drop big bombs on something called Peaceful Prairie. Okay, so now it's pretty easy. It's like fish in a barrel at this point, really. We just murder them. That leveled up here again, so it's an extra 5% per second. Then we're going to top out our intel spawn chance, and it will also give us an extra $20 per second. Back to No Man's Land. Now when we drop, we're revealing a much bigger area. There's some intel for us. It's only soldiers here. Can I hit both of them? I can hit one of them. Maybe I think go side to side. That should get him. No Man's Land is complete. And it leveled up once, so let's play it again. There's also intel here, which is hiding in the corner. Got it. Got him. And we're out of bombs. I think we got as many intels here at this map as we can get. We got an extra 10% per second. Let's do this again till we get the next one. Okay, there's intel again that I'm not sure if it counts, but we hit him. Our explosion, yeah, seems to be mostly side by side. 2 bombs left. Here? He was there. I did that a few more times. No Man's Land leveled up again for another 10% per second. That seems really big. Like, big to the point where I might as well do this a few more times because that just seems like stupidly easy money. I leveled it up again immediately because I cleared it. If we do this, it resets all progress, but we spend our things on prestige upgrades. I think we might as well do this because I don't think we can get any more of these. So we'll prestige right away. For our first thing, we can double our income. That's a big one. This is 300% per kill. Yep, got it. You can keep your things after prestiging. That's not gonna work, is it? Oh, I didn't want to unbuy that. I wanted to check it. I didn't actually. Okay, well, we misclicked. That's fine. There are other things I might have bought, but we'll get to bombing innocent people. I've now murdered a few innocent people. We'll go back to research. Our money should be very big to begin. So a few levels of that, we're already at $80 per second, which means we can afford +1 bomb, and we can fuel our own upgrades quite quickly with an extra $10 per second again. The extra bomb this time will definitely help me search around, considering we only open up a little space. I think I dropped 2 bombs in one spot. The beauty of it is I'm making money in the background per second while I'm doing this, so it's all fun, but we're making money no matter what we do. Reveals nearby tiles on hit, we like that one a lot. Unlocks no man's land, we don't need that yet. What we want is more money per second. $200 per second. Prestige costs twice as much now. This will be much easier now because as we land a bomb, we get to see the neighbors. And he's dead. And by the time that's done, we easily have the money we need to unlock no man's land. Then we can also have 5% chance times 4 to spawn the intel. We even got one to spawn right away. We are getting really... wow. Look how many things we dropped. We haven't seen a single thing. The odds of that are actually really low. But we got $800 for doing that, so let's do it again. I've done it a few more times. We've saved about $20,000 while we were doing that, so we should probably get some upgrades. Increase blast by 2 cells. And we'll do the extra 20 per second up to level 7, so we're already up to 550. This makes it so much easier. We can just guess where they are and basically murder them all. We got 5 out of 5 and had a bomb left over. That's good for experience as well. This time we weren't so lucky, but we're still making money and experience no matter what we do. This time we got the intel and the soldier. Leveling that up pushed our income up to 696 per second. We can unlock this stony fields for 32 grand. Oh, and that increased our limit for prestiges. Is that because I unlocked a new level? Yeah, it must be. Okay, so more levels equals more prestige. Got it. Increase blast area by 2 cells. Absolutely. We're going to take the guesswork out of this entirely. Plus 40 per second. Okay. We'll buy a few levels of that. But if our blast radius is this big, and the numbers are going to start adding up, like, okay, we killed all of that, and him, and him. And that pretty much gives us a 5% bonus. Does it not? Yeah, it sure does. I'm dropping bombs the size of the battlefield. This hardly feels fair, but I'm here for it. After bombing them a few times, we've saved up another $72,000, so let's upgrade our income. That puts us up to $1,364 every second. But I also know that bombing this place will get us basically 10% every time we clean it out, and it's not that hard to do that. I just boosted this up to level 7, which is going to give us lots of extra income, 1628. We can spend a few more dollars here. The next level is going to cost, it's going to be the jungle, but that costs 256. But we haven't even started on the stony fields yet. It's a wider level. Well, I already found 2 of the idiots, so they're not hiding very well. Plus the intel. There's going to be a tank in here somewhere. It's hard to have enough bombs to do all this though. You still make $2,400. Passive income is where we're going to thrive though. 4 out of 6. That was a big hit. I got lots of idiots with that one. One more of them hiding out here. Let's assume he's right here. He actually was. We completed the level. This level gives 15% per second. So the more times we can clear this one out, the better too. Although it's hard to get the full thing, but there's an extra 15 per second. I managed to clear the level again, and there's another 15 per second. Almost one more. We gotta do it. By the time we are done all that, we can unlock the jungle. That gave us another +3 prestige things to find. So we gotta push that as far as we can. This one's getting expensive, but we are up to 2,744 per second. Oh, and this just straight up gives us 10% income, which isn't that much considering we can just go do this level again and again for 10%, especially once we make our bombs even bigger. I think I get more experience if I do actually collect those. The 10% just roll up. I wanted to see if we got to level 10 if anything different happened. It doesn't. This one will give $80 per second plus all the bonuses, which jumped us up to 3,800, 4,300, so the numbers are getting big. Ooh, +1 bomb and increased blast area by 2 cells. Yes. So if we go back to bully no man's land again, obviously it's going to be hard to fail this. If we drop the bombs in a specific way, I don't think we can fail this. Every time we do, that's an extra 10%. To unlock the Tundra, which is the next area, that's going to be $2 million. But let's start with the jungle and see how big of a bonus we get from that. It's a much bigger level. And I gotta try and remember how big my bombs are. They reveal a lot, but they don't actually take up that entire space. We'll definitely get, I think if we go there, we'll get him. Yep. And we'll try and reveal more of the map. And we're definitely, wow. Missed a whole bunch of things. This one takes 8 to level up, but I bet it's a 20% bonus. We got 1 gentleman, 2 gentlemen, 3 idiots, and where's the rest of them? They're so good at hiding amongst all that. Okay, got him at least. Yeah, 20% per second bonus, which is big. I wish I got the extra bomb and the prestige thing. I can't remember what I took. Maybe in hindsight it was better than I thought because I didn't understand the game also. We've leveled this up to level 3. That will give us a 60% bonus overall. That puts us up to 5,500 per second. But that's not really good enough for me. We need more 20%. Going back to the research, we're actually up to 1.3 million. So we're getting close to the 2 million we need for the next. The best way to get there though is adding 80 per second. We've done that 5 times now. That puts us up to nearly 10,000 per second. Maybe if we add that one, 9,825. That also took our money away. But we're making so much money, it's not going to matter. I think it's still maybe faster to just clear out this level, considering we still get a 10% bonus and we should be able to do it more consistently. I took this one up to level 20, which put us up to $12,000 per second. We should also buy 10% income, which is going to add over $1,000 per second. While we're at it, we're going to add the extra 40 per second there. That's a little bit still expensive. We don't want to spend too much of our money. We'll go ahead and conquer the jungle 1 or 2 more times. By the time that's done, our income has jumped up to 14,000, but we can also unlock the Tundra. I'm going to buy this for $500 per kill. I was just hoping that would branch out into something new. I don't really care about the $500. The next level is 16 million. That's going to be harder to get to. +1 bomb is not bad at all. $160 per second is maybe better. That jumped us up to 17,000 per second. Plus we can still afford the extra bomb. Now we get to go to the Tundra, which is bigger than ever before. There's already a tank, which is annoying. That takes 2 bombs. But we have more bombs to use. This is going to be a harder level to defeat, but we're going to get really big bonuses. Every time we level this up, 25%. We've done it 3 times already, so it should be 75% more money for us. And we were already making lots of money. And it's pretty easy to make the numbers go bigger if you just sit here and mindlessly drop bombs on all the innocent people. I've jumped that up to level 5 for an extra 25%. That puts us at 21,000 per second. Plus 1% income per map level. That's really expensive. Is that going to be worth it? That's only like a 4% bonus. We're going to hold off on that. For now, I'm going to buy an extra 160 per second. That added 3,000 per second in total. So we should probably buy that 2 more times. And plus 1 more bomb. And then we'll continue carpet bombing the Tundra until we've leveled up a bunch more times. You could just never have too much experience. Currently, it only takes us about 3 seconds to make 100 grand, so the millions will pile up, and it's only going to get quicker. A few minutes of staring into space, and we have the money we need for the swamp. With our extra money, we're going to buy an extra 80, 160 per second. That puts us up to 35,000. The next level is the Bamboo Plateau, and that's going to be 131 million. So hopefully the swamp isn't too hard to conquer, or it gives us an absolute mountain of experience. That's a really big level. This one's going to be a little bit harder, plus the tanks take 2 hits. So this one's going to be more of an uphill battle. But if we just keep dropping bombs, we gotta get it right eventually. This level, with all of its tough tanks, those take extra hits, is really hard to defeat. But we do get 30 per second. And I'm really developing something of a pray and spray technique with this. We're just sort of guesstimating everywhere because this is the fastest way to level up anyway. They probably won't promote me to general anytime soon. But at least I'm having fun. I just need bigger bombs. That's what I've determined. Bigger bombs would make me happier. Level 5, so we should have, I think, 150% bonus, which puts us up to $43,000 per second, which is good, but not great. We can click this for 320 per second. That will take us from about 43,000 to 49,000. Oh, we can increase the blast area by 2 cells. Didn't see that before. Not sure. Well, it does make a difference. We at least attack in squares. I want to go back to No Man's Land for a second, just because it's funny. We can destroy the whole map in 4 bombs. Dead. I feel like even this though isn't going to be enough of a boost to make a difference. That gave us 500 per second at a 10% increase. So it appears to be prestige time. That's absolutely worth it. If we get this one, it straight up doubles our income again. That costs 9, but I think that's worth it. This one will give us research tree progress is kept after prestige. I think that's important too. And I think I want +1 bomb times 2. Then I think we're literally out of things we can afford again. Oh, that one increases blast area by 2 cells. Oh, this is going to get good. So now when we start, our research tree is still there. So when you want to go to the peaceful prairie, we sure can. And it's going to be less than peaceful. We have 11 bombs and they're that big. Take that, stupid. So I think we just need to clear out some of the levels again. Not really sure where to start with this. I guess we'll just work our way through them. Our income should be doubled. I just want to make sure I get the bonuses from all the levels. Because the longer we have those bonuses adding up for, the more they're going to do for us. So we'll go like that, level's done. It's funny because without all the level bonuses, well, without only very few of them, we're only at 14,000 per second. So we gotta make up the difference with these. With this amount of bombs, these early levels are just stupid now. Super easy. Levels like this one are starting to feel a little bit big, but our bombs are definitely also big. So it's really not hard to find everyone, especially with the amount of bombs we have. We can just throw them anywhere we want. I just got an achievement for dropping 10 bombs in 5 seconds. I like how the game rewards me for doing stuff like that. Let's let it go again. We didn't get everyone, but it was fun. I just realized that this is sort of just a prestige battle at this point. Like, all I'm trying to do is get the prestige pieces, which I've already have. I just finished all 15 of them. But like, while we're sitting here, we can get an extra 3% chance for those to spawn, so we'll find them even quicker next time. We've also maxed out that income line, and this one we've done another 160. So even without all of the upgrades we had before, we're still at 33,000 per second. Prestiging does cost 1.58 million, which is a little bit expensive, but not that bad, considering we make it again, and then we're going to jump right back into that. Map levels are kept after prestiging, that's a big one. Plus 50% per second for every 5 map levels. That costs 6. I'm not even going to look at the other ones. I want blast area by 2 cells. We're going to buy that twice. We're going to get real big bombs. Plus 5 per second when all targets are destroyed. Yes, that's all of our prestige points. But now when we go back, we're left right back at 33,177. And map levels are going to be kept. So we drop a bomb now and we pretty much destroy the whole level. And what was it? Every 5 levels we get a bonus. So we got to make these all level 5, if not 10. We want big numbers. We'll settle for nothing less. And while we're doing this, we're going to have money stockpiling in the background. So this will all work out great. I feel like we're going to build up a lot of momentum here. If we manage to get these all leveled up and can prestige straight back to like really high-end stuff, we'll tear through this. We got level 1 up to level 10, so that should be a big increase. We're up to 52,000 per second. And as we're doing this too, we're actually collecting our prestige tokens as well. This level is a little bit bigger, obviously, but it's still going to be no problem with the size of bombs we have. We can just pick the 4 spots, 1, 2, 3, 4 for a guaranteed win. I think I might have even misplaced one of those. This will hopefully be the last time we have to murder these fine people to get up to level 10. That jumps us up to 76,000 per second and $11 million in funds. Plus we maxed out our prestige points, and I don't think we're going to afford the next level necessarily still anytime soon, but we should spend our money before we go. Increase blast area by 2 cells again? Sure, there's only $700,000 left over. I don't see... well, you can actually click on this a few times. So our money went up 87,000 per second. Oh yeah, now we can't afford prestige. While we're waiting, we'll start leveling up Stony Fields. It's a big level, but our blast radius is even bigger. I'm just trying to memorize the shape of it because it's not always super uniform, so it's hard to predict like what I'm gonna do. I only had to do that level once before we made the money we needed for our prestige. I guess with like +1 bomb damage, I just need more things to unlock. Doubles income for 18. That's definitely something we'll wrap back around to. Keep 10% of money after prestiging? I guess so. They do always unlock something new as well. Let's try +1 enemy, because I think that's going to hopefully 50% chance to reveal an enemy and hits a good one. 300% per tank kill. Okay, I thought that might branch out into more. We'll take more enemies for more money and experience. 300% per kill, we'll just take that. $20 per kill actually, yes. And then as we jump right back in, we're right back at $90,000 per second. So we'll go right back to leveling up Stony Fields. With bigger, better, badder stuff. Ooh, we get a new animation for the bombs coming into like a missile. That's fun. Sucks to be them. There's a lot of enemies too, so hopefully we do get more experience every time we do this, and it looks like we might. Anyways, we'll just go like that every level and done. As long as I place the missiles fairly spread out, we'll generally get everyone. We hit level 10 in no time at all. And that pushes up to 120,000 per second, which means we can afford more $320 per second. That pushes up to 133,000 per second. I should probably also get +1% income per map level. That's a one-time buy. That's going to take us from 133 to 138,000 per second, so that was a 5% increase. And small increments will add up over time. I guess with our bomb size and extra soldiers on the map, we definitely have more guaranteed hits. Like, it's hard to miss things at this point. Jungle is now up to level 10 as well, 183,000 every second. We need to spend some of our money. It's only $3 million to prestige. So we'll buy a few of those, and that's going to add to our income, 210,000 per second. Then we'll prestige because we're maxed out. Oh right, I can't get double income until I increase my max prestige room. I need to unlock the next level quite badly. 1,000% per tank kill? Is that going to... yeah, it is going to expand. $50 per second for each tank kill, so that's going to be a long-term addition. $20 per kill? Wait, what did we buy that was so expensive? I missed something clearly. Not a big deal. As soon as you jump right back in, we're right up to $210,000 per second. And we'll do more of these levels bigger. These are going to start to be a little bit hard to completely clear, but at least we are getting permanent additions every time we wipe the field. Tundra is now up to level 10. Income jumped up to about 270,000. We need to finish off this for a little more money, and we're basically broke again. Things are getting expensive. 3% chance to spawn those? Sure. Then we got a little bit of work to do in the swamp, which is a big level, but that means there's a lot of things for us to destroy. And that means a lot of permanent upgrades. It's going to cost 5.37 million to prestige, so we're going to buy an extra 320 per second. That's going to put us out to about $330,000 per second. So let's get 10% chance to spawn map per 10 levels. That's just infinitely buying levels for things. So I could actually boost things up another 5 levels, which is kind of interesting. Does it get more expensive as we go? No, let's just do that then. That added plus $5 per map levels, which means we come back to an income of $534,000 per second. And that means we can jump right back into the swamp and get to destroying. I'm just zoning out bombing this again and again and again, but the levels are going up quickly. I got the swamp all the way up to level 25. That means our income is just about $700,000 per second. That gives us $105 million in the bank. And all this income means we can unlock Bomb Plateau, which is going to give us an extra 3 prestige point spots. On top of that, we're going to get an extra 320 here, which puts us up to about $750,000 per second. And that gives us a big new level to work on as well. It's got one of the stronger tanks on it that's going to take a few hits. So at some point, we're going to need to upgrade damage. But for now, I can just rapid fire carpet bomb this place, and that's good enough for me. Since I have the money to prestige, it's only 6 million we should, because with that I can double my income, which is obviously enormous. And then we can get things like Terraformer, which is going to be 100% per second for every 25 map levels, once we can afford it. Our income is doubled now, it's 1.9 million per minute, so we gotta work on getting more levels up to 25. Then the next closest is Tundra. They're all actually reasonably close. Basically I should just be going for prestige things, but I can multitask. I've got a strategy in mind. I don't know if it makes sense, but at this point I don't care. I need everything. We're getting 2 to 3 prestige tokens per round. We need to see if we can get those numbers up. We can use this. This is going to give us an extra 12% chance to get those. Should probably also buy this. This will give me 640 per second plus all the multipliers. So that puts us up to 2.25 million per second. Plus $1,000 per kill. Okay, then right back there we go. Back to the Tundra. We can now get 4 of the prestige points per level. I might get less experience overall, but I'm actually quite okay with that. Bigger bombs would also be fantastic. Would help to wipe this thing up even quicker. But Tundra hit level 25, so that's going to help our income. That's up to 2.35 million per second. Well, will be actually. We got to get the level 25 thing. Triple money per kill as well. Now we're going to go here and buy this 100% per second for every 25 map levels. And I've actually got $2 left over. I'm just looking for what I can actually afford. 10% chance to not use a bomb when dropped. Okay, shouldn't our income have jumped up a lot with our map levels? 25, 25. No matter. The next level only costs $1 billion, so we'll be there before you know it. We're going to buy an extra $640 per second. That added like 200,000 per second. The little levels are feeling especially easy now, and we're getting the lucky coin going off a lot, because we're getting extra bombs. Basically free bombs. With one more bombing of this peaceful place, we should be up to level 25. We basically just bomb, upgrade, repeat. $3 million per second, we can do better than that. This one's still more worth it, 24 million, and what does it take to prestige? 15 million. Oh, we can afford a few of these. We actually have that one maxed out. That put us up to nearly $4 million per second. 640, we could buy one more of those. Now we're up to 4.5 million. Definitely time to prestige though. Plus 2 bombs and increased blast radius by 4 cells. That's enormous. Plus 1 bomb damage is also nice. Then we're going to take 10% chance to spawn those. I want a few levels of that. We need more of those. And then with my leftover scrolls, we're going to get 20 infantry per kill twice. And then it's straight back to work with bigger bombs than ever before. And hopefully more maps. Smaller maps might have less of a bomb spawn chance. A prestige token chance, rather. I was staring at the bombs. The bombs are looking more and more big. It didn't take long to jump up to the full 18 prestige tokens and $5.3 million per second. But we're getting pretty close to being able to unlock the graveyard, so we're not going to prestige yet. We're going to push the peaceful prairie back up. I bet this place missed us. One little bomb got almost everyone. I think if I put the bomb in the right spot, well, if I get lucky, I can get everyone at once. Peaceful Prairie is now up to level 25 as well, but more importantly, we can unlock the graveyard, and that means we get plus 3 prestige capacity. And I should probably buy more levels of this. That's 140 million. But I want one of those because that puts us up to $6 million per second. And we're going to try the graveyard. I forgot about Bamboo Plateau too. There's so many places to bomb in so little time. We're finding the prestige tokens super fast. I'm going to buy one more level of this for extra income up to 6.5 million. And we're going to prestige. So this one will double the intel gained, which is going to be really good for more prestiging. That was literally all of our points, which might seem crazy, but that was absolutely worth it. Back to the Bamboo Plateau. We got to bomb this place. I need to bomb it up to level 25. We're going to get so many of the intels along the way too. Like, we should have 8 after this. Even that, we got 2, and we only found 1. We basically already maxed. I think we're going to do 5 map clears and max out our prestige. We did, in fact, max it out. We're up to $6.74 million per second. This will gain me 1280 per second. The desert will be $8 billion. Increase blast area by 2 cells. Yes. 1280 per second, I'll take one of those. $7.57 million per second and growing. This one's pretty good. $25 per second for each bomb drop. So that's just going to continually add up. This one way back here, 300% per kill. We probably should have bought that a long time ago. But that's okay. We'll get right back to work. Like, we'll just max out our prestige so quick anyway that it's really all we're after. We really just need prestige points. Our bombs are getting pretty big though. Like, look when they land, they're colossal. Blast area is also going up again by 2 cells. Prestiging cost, it's actually getting expensive to prestige. Let's get research. Skills cost 10% less. We're gonna buy that twice. And then wouldn't you know it, straight back to work. It's actually getting a little bit hard to level up all the levels considering how fast we fill up our prestige tokens. Bamboo Plateau gets us 35% extra per second as well. We're gonna get that up to 25. That was easy. I'm gonna spend some money with extra chance to spawn those. That gets really expensive quickly. So I'll try and increase our income as well. $15 million per second is really not bad. But then wouldn't you know it, it's prestige time again. Plus 1000% per kill? I wonder if that's a permanent thing or how that works. Plus 10 levels for all maps. I want to save that for when we have more maps unlocked. Because we can only buy that 4 times. This one we can do as many times as we want. So this will give plus 9 to all maps. So that pushed us up. Actually, that gave us 33% more income. It's 20 million per second. So now we can go ahead and level up the next level, which is called the Graveyard. And we have a higher chance to find the prestige tokens than ever before. I think it was 3 levels. 3 levels before I upgraded the prestiges. Max them out. I'm getting tired so I can't talk. Back to the prestige menu. I want to do this again. We're going to get 10 levels per map. That jumped our income up to 28 million per second, if you see what we're getting at. Graveyard is now up to level 24 at its base, but we gotta catch it up to the rest. We can't have them not being uniform, that just wouldn't work. In the background, I've quietly saved up another 1.5 billion. So right now I think we want to increase plus 1% income per skill level. Okay. That took us from 30 million to 75 million. Then we'll take a few levels of this, which will take us up to 85 million. Then we'll go to where we spend our prestige points and do the same thing again. We'll buy another 10 of this, which means an extra 10 levels for all of our maps. And that pushed our income up to $113 million per second, so we'll make $1 billion in less than 10 seconds. And while that's ticking away in the background, we're going to do some more work on the Graveyard. Before prestiging this time, we're going to unlock the Desert, because that's going to give us more prestige points, and also we're going to get more use out of our level boost. Oh, we can increase our blast area by 2 cells as well. Back to the Graveyard, we've got to fill out the rest of our look at how many prestige things we can get. I think we needed 3, so we got 12 instead. I do want to actually finish off that one. I wondered if it might branch off into something else. Same with that one. They didn't. So we'll go ahead and just buy another 7 levels for everything. $160 million per second. We're escalating. Increase blast area by 2 cells? Absolutely. How big is the explosion now? Real big. We can even clear this colossal map very easily. And we'll top up our prestige points probably in 3 levels every time. Gotta remember to spend as much money as I can. Prestige is only 30 million, so that's really not bad. Plus 8,000 per kill? Okay. 2,560 per second times 2. Oh, we also want a higher chance to spawn those things and extra money per second. Upgrades are feeling easy now. Okay, I'm gonna buy 12 levels for all maps. Every time we do that, income jumps up. Now we're at 260 million per second, so 4 seconds to make $1 billion. Even these big levels will go down real quick if we spread the bombs out properly. We're gonna finish off the grave cheese if we can with all of our billions. We're so close. Oh, now we can afford it. That was quick. So our income jumped up to 322 million, so basically 3 seconds to make $1 billion. We should also increase our chance to spawn the prestige tokens. The more of those, the better. And then the next, another 8 levels for all the maps. Pretty solid strategy we've fallen into. That jumped us up to about 385 million per second. We get bigger boosts when we can get at least 10 levels. Because when the levels are leveled up, when the maps are leveled up, every 5 is when they get their big boost. So if we can rest them right under 5 and just level them up 10 times every prestige, they're gonna get real big real fast. They're actually pretty close now, 81s. So if they go up 10 levels, they become 91. They pass through 2 5s. If we increase our income by 2,560 per second, that adds like 25 million per second to our total score. So with those, we went up to $500 million per second. and we can still upgrade the desert. This level is definitely bigger again, but we got a lot of bombs. But also back to the prestige. We're gonna buy another 12 levels for everyone. That's overkill. $600 million per second. That feels better. It's gonna be hard to get the newest levels caught up. They've got so far to go. I really should be saving my money up for the next level. But instead of that, we're going to spend it on extra income here, which will take us from 610 to 640 million. That's 640 million every single second of our existence. And then we're going to go back to the prestige area, where wouldn't you know it, we're going to buy another 12 levels for all the maps. I got an achievement for reaching level 100 on a single map. I think I've actually done that on quite a few. Income jumped up, it's $750 million per second now. That feels better. You can't give me clicking and incrementals and not expect me to go wild. This time I think we're gonna wait for the $53 billion we need for the next level, because that's gonna take us like 60 seconds. Plus we're already there. Ooh, we can increase the blast area by 2 cells. That only costs 200 million. We make $800 million per second. Plus every time we buy these upgrades, it also adds to our income. 3% chance to spawn those. Yep, we'll take some more of those. We gotta unlock the Arctic next. That's 430 billion, which really isn't that much for us. We've maxed out our prestige points again. Let's get those a better chance to spawn. We only got $12 billion left over. That's not enough to buy very much, except for maybe extra money per second. 900 million per second. And that's gonna get even bigger when I buy... we can actually buy 13 levels of that now. And we got a point left over, which I don't know if I can really spend on anything. I guess plus 20 per kill. We're officially over $1 billion per second. I realize I should be conquering Snowy Woods as much as anything, because it's gonna have the biggest natural bonuses too. It must be like 50% per level. It takes a while to watch that tick up. It didn't even level up. What a letdown. How big is our bomb at this point? Yeah, quite big. We're definitely able to destroy entire civilizations with these bombs. Gotta tuck them all the way into the corners. Yeah, 50% per second every time this thing levels up, and it's gonna level up a lot. 27 out of 27 again. I forgot about the extra income over here too. So we'll click on those. We're $1.25 billion per second. And we can double our income because we got finally the 27 prestige points we need. That's easily worth it. So we went from about 1.25 to, well, it's $2.4 billion per second now. We very quickly filled up the prestiges again. We need 429 billion. We're actually almost there. So I'm gonna let us get there. Back to the Snowy Woods to do some bombing. It's only gonna take like 2 or 3 times doing this. And just like that, we can afford it, which gives us even more prestige power. What happens if we buy this now? This will give us 5120 per second on the base. That added 200 million per second. Let's try the Arctic. This is what we just unlocked. It should be worth even more for every level up, although it takes a full 12 experience to do so. 55% per second though. The next level is the Zen Garden, 3.43 trillion. Let's try this. This will give us 10,240 per second. It's actually only 107 billion, which seems cheap. That added 300 million, so up to $3 billion per second. Oh, plus this. If we give 16, it'll give us $100,000 per second. Some of these are getting pretty insane. This one, 1,000% per second for every 100 map levels. That would give us a colossal boost. For now, we're going to settle for plus 3 bombs and increase blast area by 6 cells. Then we're going to give an extra 4 levels for every map. 6.7 billion per second. It's going up. Plus that one's now maxed out, so I don't have to look at it anymore. Plus that, let's go to the Arctic and see what we can do. How big is the bomb now? Yeah, very big. Good. And with extra bombs, we should especially be cleaning these levels out. Even just like grinding away in the levels, our income jumped up by 100 billion per second, like not even trying. I clicked on the fish twice and yeah, it jumped up almost another $1 billion per second. Oh, this can also double our income again for only 16, which seems really cheap. Plus 1 bomb damage is a big one. And then we still get another 4 levels for all maps. The rate at which our income is... Oh, we have big bombs now. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we're dropping nukes now. Big bombs, big damage. Alright, let's rapid fire these. Yeah, these definitely clear the map nice and easy. It's just a matter of me not being lazy in my placement. But I think we get everything no matter what we do. We gotta get a few more levels of this. We have $1.28 trillion. So we're actually nearly there to the Zen Garden. But we need more income before that anyway. We can afford a lot of levels of this. Income is $19 billion per second. So let's actually take the 1,000% for every 100 map levels, because that's going to be a giant boost. 16,000 per kill. I want to buy that. I just thought I might unlock something else. We can continually stack that, but I want the passive income. We can still get an extra 6 levels for all maps. Our income has jumped up to, it's only 25 billion per second. So that one upgrade wasn't as big as I thought it was, but we're not hurting for money. If we click on this, we'll go from 25 to 26 billion. And that feels right. Lots and lots and lots of money for bombing the world. And prestiging still only costs 53 million. So before doing that, we're going to increase our income again. We probably should get this 2% income for each money spent. We're going to spend a lot of money. This just gives us plus 6% income. Is this worth it over the other option? I'm not sure. We'll find out soon. We can get a little bit of both. Well, we are now up to $114 billion per second. So trillions only take, well, it's less than 10 seconds. Especially when you click on this some more. But that's not going to stop me. Back to the Arctic. We need more levels still. We have $7 trillion. So let's unlock the Zen Garden. There's a Pyrrhic victory. You achieve victory. Now ask yourself, was it worth it? That cost 200 trillion. Yes, it was probably worth it. This will add $20,000 per second. That will take us from 120 billion to 127 billion per second. So we're going to buy 3 of them. Plus more with the fish upgrade. These seem a little bit cheap in comparison now. We're going to start upgrading the Zen Garden as well because we need it leveling up. Zen Garden, they call it, as we drop nuclear bombs all over it, and it'll get a 60% per second per level. The fish can only take 2 more levels, so that's now maxed out as well. We can unlock the enemy's capital city for all of our income. Plus 5 levels for all maps. That's huge. That's far better value than the button we've been pushing this whole time that was so good. Oh yeah, capital city. We should get this up to level 5 first. Now that I think about it, that doesn't really matter, but I'm just gonna do it now anyway because I said I would. And I'm no quitter, I'm just an idiot. This is a very satisfying gameplay loop though. And there's always just more things to click on. This only costs $3 trillion, so we'll add some income. 182 billion per second. When we go to prestige, we should actually use this. 10 levels for all maps. We can actually do that times 4. So, no, they get more expensive as they go. But we just got 30 levels for all the maps. Plus, we can also do plus 5 levels times 3. So we get 65 levels for all maps from doing that. So that jumped our income up to 287 billion. They all jumped up. This one was just starting. I don't think we've even touched the capital city yet. It's only level 45. We gotta fix that. Oh yeah, there we go. The enemy's capital city. We're getting right to the core of like their innocent civilians. Well, they started this war or something. I don't know. I make money for dropping bombs on them. I've spent what money I could. That brought us up to $316 billion per second. So it's just about 3 seconds to make $1 trillion. So let's finish this one off. 10 levels for all maps. Do we want to keep 80% of our money after prestiging? I guess we do. It's pretty cheap. Plus 5 levels for all maps. We could buy 6 of those. So there's 30 levels for all of our maps. Yeah, that's better. We went from like 320 billion to 460 billion per second. Ooh, and these ones are getting close to level 100. They get a special boost at that point. Prestige points full. Capital city's up to level 95. We're going to spend a few more upgrades. We got 1 more to go there. That's so annoying, but we're up to $500 billion every second. We could buy this 11 times. 11, am I understanding? That's 55 levels every time. So we jumped up from about 500 billion to 683 billion every second. That climbs so quickly. For the adoring fan, done. So I think we've actually got all of the upgrades we can. But we can never have too much income. Given that these 3, 4 aren't at level 200 yet, I think it's important we help them get there. So this should put them well over that limit. And it clearly did because we're at almost $1 trillion every second. For my next prestige upgrade, I actually want to try this. Each one of these will add 41,000 per second. We could buy 11 of them. So that'll add 440,000 per second. Base value. Now what's that done to our income? That almost doubled it. We went from under $1 trillion to 1.82 trillion every second. So I can't help myself. I want to do that again. That's gonna add a lot to our income one more time. Nearly $3 trillion every second, but we've also saved up almost $3 trillion in the background, soon to be more than that. That's 50% more than we need for the victory. In any war, a victory means another war, and yet another until someday, inevitably the tides turn, and the victor is the vanquished. And the circle reverses itself, but remains nevertheless a circle. I'm still reading that, thanks, but good point. Oh, we have the option to resume game. We made basically $200 trillion back again in that time, which was what we needed to win the game. So I'm pretty satisfied. We made hundreds of trillions of dollars by dropping bombs on people.